So this is, are you filming this?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You guys want to see a sneak preview of our AI? Check this out. All right. So this is a property that we're trying to sell. Okay. It's right here in Reston, Virginia. And we've been working on this AI for years, building up the data sets to be able to algorithmically figure out who the best buyer is for a single deal. Gen 5 took about 3 hours to run and it didn't work. Gen 1 didn't work, 2, 3, 4, 5 didn't work. Then 2 weeks ago, we made a slight change in the algorithm and all of a sudden it worked. Gen 6 looks at 7 billion data points and instantly, every single buyer interaction ever in the history of InvestorLift looks at it and in 3 seconds spits out the top 10 buyers for a deal.
Wow.
And on this deal, it spit out a list of 10 and 3 of the 10 that I called wanted to buy the deal, and this is the guy that ended up buying the deal. So we see there's our subject property. Now this is a tool that we built to kind of validate that the buyers that it actually spits out are actually legit buyers for the deal. We built this visualization to show like, okay, what is the level of activity around this deal? Is this actually a legit buyer? So there's our target property, that red dot. Now, watch this. I'm gonna turn on events here. These are all the events, every interaction that this buyer has had with deals on InvestorLift. So every time they click on a deal, every time they make an offer, every time they do anything with any of these deals, these are all deals they've interacted in. So you can see in the DC market, tons of interactions, but he also has some interactions over here in San Diego, San Antonio, a few other areas, okay? So he's interacting with a lot with properties, but just an interaction doesn't necessarily mean he's a good buyer. These could just be a bunch of like email clicks and the guy is just looking at it. So let's see, does he actually make offers? So we added offers as a layer. Here are these yellow dots. These yellow dots are all the properties he's made offers on in this area. In fact, across the entire country, but we can see right away the actual offer activity is right around our subject property that we want to sell. So this guy not only is shopping on InvestorLift, but he's actually making offers on InvestorLift. Okay? Now it gets even better because you know what we also have? We have the God mode data, right? So we see what he's doing on InvestorLift, the shopping he's doing, we see the offers he's making, but what is he doing off of InvestorLift? Because he's probably buying stuff off of InvestorLift too. So we have his God mode profiles linked up to his account. And right now, this only works on buyers that have God mode profiles linked up. Okay. So guys, if you're watching this and you haven't linked up LLCs and you don't know how to do that, figure out how to do that because massively improves the performance and will unlock AI on your buyers. So when I click this layer, boom, these blue dots are all the deals he's done off of InvestorLift.
Wow.
Every single deal he's done in the last
All
3
the flips
years,
he's done.
these are all his flips.
Wow.
All the real estate investment deals he's done this year. Look at this. And then what we did is we're like, okay, let's first of all do some cluster markers here. We can see like what level of activity he has in different areas. But this is my favorite. We take all this data together and put it together in a heat map. Now we have a heat map for that buyer.
Oh wow.
Boom. So right away, like as soon as this buyer's name got spit out by the algorithm, I turn on this heat map and I know right away, okay, this is a serious actual player in this market that is buying deals, doing deals. This is gonna be the buyer for this deal. Before I even called him, I called him, that was the buyer for the deal. Now what's crazy is, this is one buyer we're looking at. We have 4.6 million in the database, and we have 7 billion data points that this is modeling on. And it can look, a human can only look at 5 to 7 data points at a time. This is looking at 7 billion in 3 seconds. People have no idea the scale of that power and what it's gonna do. The entire industry, as soon as this goes live, the entire industry has changed forever. And you guys got to see a sneak preview before it went live. So stay tuned. The next couple months, the entire game is changing. Real estate investing in America and eventually globally is going to be changed forever by this. You can say you saw it first.
Cool.